Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations commence today, with the first major event, the Queen's annual birthday parade, otherwise known as Trooping the Colour.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have travelled from the US and could attend the military display.
Before, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would also participate in the balcony Trooping the Colour, but will miss out today as only working members of the royal family will be present. They have returned with their two children, 3-year-old Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana, who turns 1 on Saturday, for the first time since their shock exit 2 years ago. For the majority of the royals, including the Queen, the visit will mark the first time they have met the Duke and Duchess daughter. It is understood that the only members of the royal family who had met Lilibet prior to their return are Princess Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank, who are thought to be the Sussex closest royal links. While many assumed that Meghan's relationship with Eugenie was formed after she met Harry, who has shared a close relationship with his cousin since childhood, the Duchess later revealed that she and the princess had actually met before. In her now infamous interview, Oprah Winfrey asked Meghan how she felt about her first meeting the Queen, which took place when Her Majesty dropped in unexpectedly at Royal Lodge, where Eugenie's family lived.
Meghan said,
"We were going for lunch at Royal Lodge, which is where some other members of the family lived, specifically Andrew and Fergie, and Eugenie and Beatrice would spend a lot of time there. Eugenie and I had known each other before I knew Harry, so that was comfortable." The details of the women's first meeting remain unknown, but it is assumed that they were introduced by the same friend that set Meghan and Harry up on a blind date. While the Sussex have maintained their matchmaker's anonymity, there has been much speculation that it was fashion designer Misha Nonu. Misha also shares a friendship with Eugenie, with the princess often spotted at her fashion shows and the designer attending Eugenie and Jack's wedding in October 2018. Eugenie and Jack reportedly spent a lot of time with the Sussexes in the early days of the relationship, with the couples going on double dates and Eugenie and Jack visiting Meghan and Harry in Toronto, Canada while the Duchess was filming for Suits. Their close friendships seem to have lasted despite the Duke and Duchess' departure from the royal family in 2020, with Eugenie reported to be Harry's closest ally within the firm. Following the Sussexes' exit, Eugenie and Jack moved into Frogmore Cottage, Meghan and Harry's former royal residence. It recently emerged that Eugenie and Jack have vacated the Windsor property and will now be splitting their time between London and Portugal. The news comes as Meghan and Harry have renewed their lease on Frogmore Cottage, suggesting that the couple may plan to visit the prince's home country more in the future. The 5-bed property, which is just a minute stroll from Windsor Castle, will provide the backdrop for their stay during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. A source told The Sun that the Sussexes' lease renewal is a signal that they aren't going to disappear, and that by agreeing to extend the lease, and with Jack and Eugenie focusing on Portugal, they have a firm presence smack bang in the middle of Windsor Court where it's all happening. They can now come and go anytime the coming year could be one of the most tumultuous in royal history and the Sussexes are making sure they have a foothold in Windsor.